I think our sense of humour from our parents, whether we realise it or not, particularly working class kids, particularly from working class mums, because they're busy, they're doing everything. They're keeping men in check, they're bringing up kids, they're going to work, they're saving the world. They haven't got time. They have to frighten their kids into behaving well. They have to go to places to shock them into not fucking dying, do you know what I mean? So, if I was little and my mum made my tea, and it wasn't my favourite, it was boiled potatoes instead of chips every day, and I went, I don't like them, my mum would go straight to, of course you do, there's children your age in Africa and they're starving to death, right? And I go, Jesus, it's all right. You know what I mean? True story, I was 7 years old, right? And I'd been playing in the park and I came running in and my mum went, Ricky, come here, sit down. There must have been a local pedo incident. And my mum went, never go in the toilets in the park again. And I went, why? She knew she couldn't explain paedophilia to a 7-year-old, right? But this is what she came up with. She said, because there's a man going round and he's cutting little boys' willies off. I was like, what? That's a fucking thing, is it? I didn't sleep for a week. It worked. I never went in those fucking toilets. But she knew instinctively. If she'd have gone, Ricky, come in, sit down. What's the matter? Never go in the toilets again. Why not? There's a paedophile. What's a paedophile? Oh, he's a man who gives you sweets and puppies. Bring it on, you know. At 7 years old, I'd wank off anyone for a puppy. I wouldn't be like that. Gonna get a puppy here. I'm getting a puppy. Getting a puppy. Gonna get a puppy here. I can't do it left-handed at all. Fucking hell, come on. Have you been drinking? Oh, Jesus Christ, come on. I've started, so I'll finish. Oh, fuck me. Oh, what sort of puppy is it? A what? A lab? Throw in a kitten, I'll give you a blowjob. I'll go over that kitten, puppy, come. Oh, I miss the local pedo. Don't you? There was always one, wasn't there? Outside the school, you'd be with your mum and she'd go, look, there's a paedophile. Because he had the uniform of the pedo. You know what I mean? You could spot old bloke, bald on top, long down the side, like that. And I'll go, that's a dirty pedo. Say hello. Like that. Dirty, look, that's what a fucking pedo looks. Dirty fucking paedophile. That's what they look. If he touches you, we'll burn his house down. It was a good system. You know what I mean? But then Michael Jackson comes along and he breaks the mould, doesn't he? Because he's not an ugly bloke outside the school. I'm like, Michael Jackson definitely was a paedophile. No one knows, only Michael and all those people he paid off. All I'm saying is that kids loved Michael. Kids loved Michael just to look at him. A little Disney cartoon, wasn't he? And then his voice, hello. You know, that... oh, Michael Jackson could go up to any kid he wanted. Probably like that. That's another thing. Kids would go, there's Michael Jackson, but he's going away from us. He wasn't, he was going towards them. But people don't care. He's so good, right? He's so good. And popular as well. I think if he'd have lived to stand trial, he'd have beaten the rap, because everyone loves him. And he'd be so vulnerable as well, wouldn't he? He'd be there like that. And the judge would go, Michael, did you fiddle with all those kids? And he'd be, hee. The judge would go, get out of here, you scam. Go on. I promised you more about China, and this is an amazing statistic, okay? This is true, look at that, right? In China, there are 10 million Chinese paedophiles. 10 million Chinese paedophiles in China, and there's not enough kids. Because they've been restricting the birth. There's all these poor pedos, and they're going, where's all the fucking kids? Like, you know, fuck me, we're a double up here, and I just thought of a joke then, I can't do it. It's actually too offensive. Okay. All right, I'll do it. But remember, you can't choose your own thoughts, okay? And I just had this thought, right? Chinese paedophile. Goes up to a little Chinese kid. And he goes, do you want a puppy? And the kid goes, I'm not hungry. You made me do that. You committed the hate. I'm woke. I forgot. Right, I've got a woke joke. You remember those jokes we used to have when we were like doctor jokes? Like, doctor, I keep thinking I'm a pair of curtains. Well, pull yourself together then, right? I've done a woke version of that, brought it up to today's standard. Bloke goes to the doctor. He goes, doctor, I keep thinking I'm a pair of curtains. The doctor goes, well, you are then. Good man, innit? I should do political stuff now I'm woke. I don't like it when a comedian just spouts his own political views and it relies on the audience agreeing with him to get a round of applause. I think that loses something comedically. I want everyone to like my jokes, whatever your political... The joke shouldn't have a political wing, you know. I'm political in my life, like everyone, you know. Like, I'm sometimes incensed by the inequalities in our society. We're in the 7th richest economy in the world, right? And there's homelessness. There's 250,000 homeless people in Britain. Now, I wish there were no homeless people. Isn't it horrible? You know, oh. Right next to the fucking cash point, you cheeky cunt. It is a serious problem, and I hope none of you ever find yourself homeless, but if you do, my advice is heroin. Cheers you right up. I've got one of those mates. My mate said this to me in all seriousness. He said, but the thing about heroin, Rick, he said, some of the greatest albums of all time were created on heroin, weren't they? I went, yeah, but they were created by some of the greatest artists of all time, weren't they? You're a plasterer, right? If I were to give you heroin, you wouldn't come up with Dark Side of the Moon, would you? You'd fall asleep watching the telly and burn the fucking house down. I should topical stuff, but I never watch the news. I did see one thing recently on YouTube, actually. Do you know the little fella from Game of Thrones, the actor, Peter Dinklage? You know Peter Dinklage? Yeah. He was at a junket, and it was for a new thing he was doing, right? And they were filming it, that's why it got leaked onto YouTube. And I don't know what brought it up, but he suddenly started going off on one. So I'm like, oh God. He was going, it's fucking disgusting. They're still doing productions of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. For Christ's sake, it's fucking demeaning. It's 2023. He wasn't happy. He was grumpy, wasn't he? He's got a point now, hasn't he? Obviously he's got a point. But I think it's all right for him, because he's a multi-millionaire Hollywood actor, and he's a great actor as well. He does Shakespeare and everything. A lot of dwarves in entertainment aren't that great. No, some of them are fucking... They're props, right? No, let's be... They're lucky to be fired from a fucking cannon, right? And so... dancing around Snow White a few weeks of the year, that is their like holy grail, and he's gonna fuck it for them. If he takes them, they do, and he's not saying you should do Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs with normal size actors. You can't do that either. You get in trouble in Hollywood, or you can't take a dwarf's job or a disabled person. Like Eddie Redmayne got in trouble when he played Stephen Hawking in the life story of Stephen Hawking. Won an Oscar for it, and that's when the backlash started. People going, oh, it should be played by a real disabled creature, all this, right? And they're going, the actor should have the same disability as the person they're portraying. But it was the life story of Stephen Hawking, right? So for the first part of the film, the cunt could walk, right? So I put it to you, what is easier? In an actor who can walk, pretend he can't for the last bit of the film, or get an actor who can't walk, pretend he can for the first bit. How would that even fucking work? Puppetry. You can't always find an actor with the same disability as the person they're portraying. They're fucking actors. What if they did a pic of Helen Keller, the deaf, dumb and blind girl? Well, what's the chances of finding a deaf, dumb and blind actress who can play that? And if you did, you go right into the director and go, we found a deaf, dumb and blind. What did she say? She didn't even answer the fucking phone. Oh, don't get me started. Cultural appropriation. Have you heard of that? cultural appropriation, the latest no-no. Now, again, in my day, it was considered a good thing to swap ideas, other cultures, with other nations, to share things with other races, to assimilate. It was the opposite of racist. Now it's racist. Gwen Stefani got in trouble in her last video because she had her blonde hair in dreadlocks. People go, no, black people invented dreadlocks, you can't have them, you're white, that's racist. Jamie Oliver got in trouble when he put out authentic jerk chicken recipe. People go, black people invented that, you can't have it, you're white, that's racist. Black people, they use the N-word. We invented That's the one, isn't it? That's the one. Listen, I know white people are the worst. I know that. No one likes a fucking white middle-aged man anymore. Until we need a boiler fix, then it's get the bald bloke round now. Critical race theory. Have you heard of that? Being taught in schools now, particularly in trendy areas like LA, right? Just like 5-year-old kids and 6-year-old kids. If you haven't heard it, in a nutshell, critical race theory says that all white people are racist. We're born racist, and we continue to be racist because we're affording the privilege of a racist society set up by our forefathers, okay? So basically, all white people are racist, and there's nothing we can do about it, which is a relief. Of course, the word fascist changed. Traditionally, the word fascist meant a member of a far-right authoritarian regime that uses military and violence to suppress individual rights. Now, the word fascist can like to Joe Rogan tweet. So, words change, yeah? And that's part of the reason I'm going to become woke, is words change, and I don't want to be left behind, you know? I want to end up like my granddad in the 70s. Oh, he was all like, coloureds this and queers that. Although, the word queer is all right again now. So, if you wait long enough, it just goes full circle. Just be patient, is my... So yeah, you can use the word queer. You still can't use it as a noun, only as an adjective. You can't go up to someone, you're a queer, but you can go, hear about Darren? He's queer now. Everyone is definitely bent. You can't go around just slagging off Darren willy-nilly. Do you know what I mean? You can get sued, country, for saying someone's gay if they're not, you know, which is a homophobic law, because you can't be sued the other way around. You'd be sued for saying someone's not gay if they are, which seems unfair, doesn't it? Like, I could go up to this biggest gay and go, all right, Alton, right? And he'd love that. He'd fucking love that. If that's your game, you want to be top of the pop, so to speak, right? I go, all right, Alton. You go, yeah. I go, ha, 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 ha. You're not a gay. You go, I bloody am. You go, I'm going to sue you. I go, you can't. You can't. You go, well, no, I am gay. I go, I don't believe you are. You go, well, come here and see the shit I do if you don't believe me. Of course, the word queer has changed. Again, traditionally, the word queer used to mean someone who's attracted to the same sex as themselves, a gay man. Right? Now, the word queer can mean a straight man who wants some attention. I'm all queer now. I'm right queer now. I am. Yeah. What about your girlfriend? Yeah, she's queer and all. We're just two queers queering each other. Suck a cock. Nah. No, didn't think so. I'm not that sort of... What sort of a queer are you? Dyed my hair blue. So did my grandmother, and she fucking loved cock. So, what are we saying? I have no evidence. We never had that conversation. So words change, is my point. The word handicapped, right? Again, traditionally, that was the politically correct, the all-inclusive term for cripples and shit, right? But then they went, no, we want to be disabled. They didn't want to be disabled. They said, They said, we want to be referred to as disabled. We don't like the term handicapped anymore. Stop using it. Say disabled. We all went, okay, fine. And that's great. Just tell me the rules. In fact, I'm a stickler for the rules. Like, I was on a beach and a woman came running up and went, help, help, my handicapped toddler's drowning. Oh, sorry, you're what, love? What? My handicapped toddler's drowning and he can't swim. Whoa. You mean your disabled toddler is drowning? She goes, yeah. I go, right. Well, it's... Oh, dead. Wasted too much time being woke, didn't I? I am woke now, and I can prove it. Here you go. But we all die. We all know we're going to die. And we all do die, so it doesn't really matter if we die one at a time along the way, or all at once, in one big final Armageddon. The result is we're all going to be dead one day, and we're all going to be dead forever. And I've been to a lot of funerals in my time. You live this long, you know a lot of people, they die, right? And I don't mind funerals, because it's the end. I mean, I hate weddings. Oh, it's all, so much hope. You know what I mean? And they're needy and arrogant. It's arrogant. They go, oh, we're getting. Do you want to come and watch us for 12 hours? No, fuck no. Even the invite is arrogant, isn't it? It's like a royal decree. You are cordially invited. It's not a fucking honour. I don't want to go to your shitty wedding. You know what I mean? And then you go, oh, right, yeah. When is it? 2 years' time. They know you haven't got an excuse for 2 years' time. So you just have to hope that one of them dies. And so you go, oh yeah, I'll be there, yeah, where is it? They go, India. Oh, fuck off. I'm having injections for you, you boring bastards. And I've got a big family now, a big extended family. There's always them getting married, and they know I've got a bit of cash, so I can't give them a tea set anymore. I've got to get them their first fucking house. You know what I mean? I've got a big family because I had older sisters, and they all had loads of kids, and their kids have had loads of kids, and their kids have had loads of kids, because we're chavs, basically. There's a new baby every Christmas. It's one of those families, you know what I mean? I go around with him, I go, oh, who's this that? Oh, yours is, oh, well done. I don't know him, I don't know her. You know what I mean? It's like, but done over the last couple of years. I've got them each individually, right, in private, and I've told them I'm leaving my entire fortune to just them, right? But to keep it secret. They all love me, right? And I'm not doing it, so my funeral is going to be a fucking bloodbath. I'm at an age now where people ask me what I've got planned for my funeral. Even journalists say, oh, what's your funeral? I go, I know, I haven't planned it. No, I go, no, it's fucking depressing. Also, I don't care. I'll be dead. I go, you don't care about what people think of you? No, I'll be dead. I go, what about your legacy? Fuck my legacy. You can't plan your legacy. I think of all these people who died thinking they'd be loved forever. Eminent people going, there is a statue of me in the town square. They're pulling down the statues, aren't they? Go, pull down this fucking statue. He was a slave trader. Pull down the fucking statue. He built the hospital. Should we pull that down? No, leave the hospital. Leave the hospital. Pull down the fucking statue. Pull down the, dump it in the canal. Built the canal. Well, it doesn't matter. Just pull down the fucking statue. I don't think you should whitewash history. If you find out something new, add to it. There's a statue, and it's got Lord Whimsy, trader, philanthropist, add bit racist. All those blue plaques on a house. Sir Robert Spuke lived here. Author, poet, pedo. Space travel, the last-ditch attempt. When we fuck this planet completely, can we leave its dying husk and move to a new one and start again? I don't think so. Not in my lifetime. Probably not in yours. You know, it's like the closest one, the only one viable, is Mars, and that's 9 months away on a rocket, right? No atmosphere, an average temperature minus 70 degrees. How's this for irony? Scientists working out whether they can detonate nuclear warheads in the crust to release the frozen water to cause an atmosphere and get a little bit of global warming going. I mean, I don't know. It's only billionaires have got enough money to wait and exploit. There's nothing out there, you know. It's like, now you can do space tourism. You can pay $150,000, let you into space for an hour, and you float around and go, I'm in space. I mean, we're already in space. Earth is right in the fucking middle of space, right? It's the best bit of space there is. It's car parks and cinemas. It's like, there's nothing else to see. It's like living in London. I wonder what Coventry's like. You don't... But I'm optimistic. I am. I think people care about the planet deep down. I think just that most people on the planet don't realise that most people on the planet are destroying the planet. Most people don't realise that in my lifetime, we've wiped out 70% of all animal populations. And what's left en masse on the earth of animals is 36% human, 60% farm animals just to feed humans, and 4% wild now. People don't really have to tear down entire rainforests, the lungs of the earth, just to grow grain, to feed these cows, to feed us. Steal grain from third world countries because they want hard currency. They can't even feed their own people. We take their grain, feed our cow. Meat. If you eat meat every day, if you gave up one day a week, we'd feed another 100 million people. But I think people care. It's out of sight, out of mind. Think of the animal that most people know, their dog. They love their dog. They wouldn't let anyone hurt their dog. And a dog is a cow, is a sheep, is a deer. People love their dog so much, they won't even watch a fictional thing where a dog gets hurt. And I get that. There's a website, it's a real website, it's called doesthedogdie.com, right? And it was set up because people would watch a film or a program with a dog in it, and something would happen to the dog, and they turn it off. It would ruin it for them. It would ruin their day, right? So this website was set up. You could go to it, you could put in any film or TV show and ask, does a dog die? And someone would answer you, no. And it's become a thing for anyone's phobias. Anything you don't want to see in a film, you just look up the film and they answer your question, right? So I looked up one film on here, Schindler's List. Absolutely real. Schindler's List, doesthedogdie.com. Right. First question, does a dog die? No. Does a cat die? No. Are any animals abused? Someone answers, there is a chicken that's handled roughly, but otherwise unharmed. Now, I love animals more than anyone I know, but if I was Jewish, slightly offended by this avenue of questioning, in real life, imagine someone says, oh, yeah, my grandparents were murdered by the Nazis. You go, oh, what happened? Oh, they were dragged from their house and sent to a gas chamber. Oh, was a chicken hurt? What? But as I say, it's become, you can ask any question about anything. Someone says, is their child, is his teeth damaged? Is there a hanging? Does someone struggle to breathe? Yeah. Well, yeah, yes. Someone said, does someone fall downstairs? Who's scared of the slapstick? It's like... Anyway, so this website was founded in 2010, so it's run about 13 years. And the later questions start reflecting the times we live in now, and they get more and more fragile and narcissistic. These questions were asked this year. Check it out, Schindler's List, right? Someone says, are there any fat jokes? Would that make this worse? Well, imagine the real thing. Imagine I'm in a concentration camp, right? I'm naked, everyone around me is naked. We've got a commandant herding us towards a gas chamber, and he goes, move it, fatty, right? And I go, rude. No, that has ruined the whole experience, if I'm honest. Someone asked, is there hate speech? Yeah, there is. Suck it up, Buttercup. Are there any man in a dress jokes? Very few jokes. If you come to this film for a giggle, you're going to be very disappointed. This one takes the biscuit for me. Remember, this is a movie set in the 1940s, arguably the worst atrocity in civilized human history. Check this out. Is someone misgendered? Is there any anti-Semitism? Yeah. This is pretty much the mother load. Right? Forget it now. This is off the fucking charts. Don't do that when you're talking about this. Bye. I was doing the graph. I was doing like that. This is off the charts. That's... Wouldn't things have been different if that was Hitler's salute? The whole thing would have been... You know, it's Hitler. This is interesting. Does it have a sad ending? Right? Someone says yes, and then someone else says no. And I thought about it, No, but then I remembered, if you've seen the film, if you remember, when the story sort of ends, Spielberg then tacks on a real bit of footage where he gets real life descendants of people murdered in the Holocaust, and he films them coming into a Jewish cemetery, and they each leave a stone on the grave to represent their family members that were murdered, and it builds up, and it's very moving. And so I think I get the ambiguity. Does it have a sad ending? Yes, in the sense that 6 million Jews pointlessly lost their life, but no, in the sense there was still enough left over to build a little rockery. So I have one question myself on this. Is James Corden in it? I did look at one other briefly, Titanic, right? And it's got all the same sort of question. The one where it goes, are any animals harmed? Someone answers, there were no explicit scenes of animals being harmed, but Rose did have a goldfish, which probably didn't get it. I think the goldfish in the bowl on the sideboard when the boat hits the iceberg, and he's all like that, right? And people are running around going, ah, we're going in the water. And he's all smug then, and he's going, don't worry about it. Oh no, not water. Oh. Then he gets in the sea and he goes, oh, it's very salty, isn't it? It's very salty. I think the world's going to get harder and harder to understand as I get older and more bewildered. A new dogma arises in the name of progress. Now, dogma is never positive, however new and trendy, but I think soon I'll be outnumbered. Like, it was only this year that I ordered my first item off Amazon. All the way through the pandemic, Jane's like, bang, things were arriving, we need this, bang, it's here. Right? And she goes, it's easy. I go, I never liked real shopping, hated real shopping, particularly clothes shopping. I hated clothes shopping when I was young and fit. I really hate it now I'm fat and old. Once, a shop assistant had my inside leg and my waist measurement the wrong way round. I could see her thinking, do you have an orangutan? So, no, it's really cheeky. Yeah, I never like real shopping, but I don't trust the internet either. And Jen was going, just put in your credit card. Oh, I don't want to have my credit card details. She went, everyone's got your credit card details, just put the number in. I went, what one? She went, the long one. She went, oh, fuck me, give it here. There, you're on. Order something. I thought, oh, I don't want anything. Oh, tracksuit bottom, you can't have too many. I went mine to the bollocks all out, right? I put in men's tracksuit bottoms, black, zip pockets, about 38. I went, oh, fuck me, they look all right. Size chart. I go, well, they'll be a bit long, but they'll be a bit tight. I got $9.99, a little fucking pence. So I ordered them. They came the next day. I opened them up. They were shit. Now, I don't know what sweatshop they were made in or what little 8-year-old Chinese kid made them, but he should be fucking punished because And I was looking at where to fucking complain to get him fired, right? And I found out that these kids only get $2 a day in these fucking places, right? But what happened to pride in your work? Do you know what And I can tell, some of you are thinking, oh yeah, but he didn't think Ricky Gervais would order them. No, but maybe he should be told that there's a chance that Ricky Gervais might order them. His owner should sit him down, right, and say, Ricky Gervais orders these and complains, I'm going to rape your mummy again. What is that? Much, sorry. Leave it with me. Leave it with me. You'll realise it's great satire when I'm dead. So, I don't know how humanity will end, as I say. And list everything from nuclear wars back on the table after all we've learned. But I think maybe the rise of the pandemic where parasites and microbes and bacteria and our antibiotics fail. Or maybe those things, but we're sort of evolved through it. Like, we'll find out there's pocket or mutant people around the world that are slightly resistant to radiation and slightly resistant to microbes, and we'll sort of start again. Because we don't really understand the mechanism of human evolution since civilization. It's never been based on, you know, survival of the fittest, where fittest meant just the biggest, strongest male gets to pass on his genetic material. There's other paradigms, right? Nature is brutal. Somebody is the biggest, strongest male that gets the female, and even then, she has a litter. If there's a runt, she fuck it, kill that, eat it, share it amongst the rest of us. Now, we don't do that in human society. We go the other way. We spend more time and care and attention on the weak and the vulnerable. Give them a chance. Like, if you're a father, 2 kids, you got little Timmy, who's 6, right? You got Jack, who's 8, and you go to little Timmy, you go, Timmy, what do you want for Christmas? And he goes, motorised wheelchair. Ah, I promised Jane I wouldn't do the voice, and I fucking forgot. It's too late now, isn't it? What do you want for Christmas, Timmy? Motorised wheelchair. Right, well, they start at £2,000, so... What do you want, Jack? Just a tennis racket, please. Oh, good lad. How is your tennis? Best in the school. Oh, you... Also a ramp. Fuck me. So now we're doing fucking building work at Christmas, are we? Oh, sorry, I can't afford your tennis racket. We've got to spend all the money on a ramp and a motorised wheelchair for this money-grabbing little fucking... Why do you need a motorised one? No arms. That's fair enough, that's fair enough. I can tell whether you feel a bit uncomfortable laughing at little Timmy, who's a little 6-year-old lad. He's got his funny little voice because his chest is all fucked. Got no arms, nose just like stumped, right? But let me tell you something about Timmy to make you feel better about yourselves. He's a fucking racist. Yes. Horrible little shit. You little fucking bigot. You disgusting little fucking racist. You racist scum. You little fucking, you fascist. You disgust me. Homophobic? Yeah. He's like, they're not like us. Nothing's like you, you disgusting little fucking, you prejudiced little piece of, you ball of hate. You disgusting little fucking racist hoe. I wish we'd had a scan. You absolute, you... Misogynist. If he could, he'd rape. There's your little Timmy.